Hello! Has everyone recovered from last week? When I had my understudy take over for me? Except for Rebecca. No. I don't blame you. We're gonna get started in a few minutes because Steven is taking care of Kepler and taking medicine. And I'm just gonna eat some grapes and read some alerts while we're waiting on that. Mez says, I'm new, welcome. Soliana says, L is quite the character. Wasn't he, though? We have a 4-month resub from Zelda Master 702. A subscription from Bararian Rex, welcome. 4 months from Gel89. 4 months from Josh Jepson. Hi, Josh. Have you recovered from your egg? 3 months from Tsunami Kitten. 4 months from Jay Lineback. 4 months from Starry Knox. 2 months from Kirdelia. 4 months from Light9715. 3 months from GamerGirlLife2108. We also had a train. Josh says, egg recovery is going okay. I'm glad it's going okay. Instead of, like, negative. 4-month resub from Grandson Brambo. 4 months from KJ the Quiet One. 4 months from Zimmer CJ. The Cactusay gifted a sub to Kirby's Revenge. It's definitely what's happening tonight. And then we have a subscription from A Good Way Game Leet. Welcome. Recover the egg. Oh, I forgot I have an X-Acto knife there. Let's move that. I will need that. Don't go too far. Josh says negative. Good one, Josh. I would love a grape emote. That's a good idea. They're not even my favorite fruit. They're just easy to eat. There's no hits like cherries, which are my favorite.
Cherries are your favorite fruit?
Cherries are my favorite fruit.
Over raspberries.
Over raspberries. Grapefruit's also really good. Mangoes. Red or green? These are red. These came from Costco, so there are a lot of them. But raspberries and blackberries are good. I never liked blueberries. Brandon says, but would you put it in an RPG? Yes. We had a 4-month resub from Mike Capella. Thank you. Yeah, so we're going to be painting our Sculpey figurines from the other week, where Steven made his creation, and I made little horse sprites from Miyazaki Film. And mine are going to be a little boring to paint because they're pretty much just white and black. But I'm going to help Steven with his colors because I can't find my other acrylic. And by that I mean my student grade acrylic and not my professional grade acrylic. So I will be handling the paint and he will paint. So that's what's going to be happening once he's done taking care of Kepler. But that allows me to eat grapes in the meantime and hang out for a minute. Chess says a professional paint for professional Kirby. Yep. He's professional. It's also medicine time for Kepler, so it takes a little bit longer because we have to trick him into eating his medicine. So we found that if we grind up some dry food with a mortar and pestle and mix it with his pill, he'll just eat it. Which is much preferred to pilling him, where you open his mouth and put the pill in and force him to take it. That's not fun for anyone. Brandon says, we're engaging in deception, but no one has ever lied. We're not lying to the boy. It's clearly there in the bowl. So what else has been going on? I was out in the garden today, and I'm pretty sure I have squirrels causing trouble. So that's been fun, where all of my large tomatoes have like teeth marks in it. I've had a few just like ripped in half and half eaten. Chess says, lying to cats doesn't count. You should lie to cats constantly. Is that what you do when Elspeth asks where the knives have gone? So today I went to the store and got some groceries, and I bought cayenne pepper. Not for eating. I have that in my spice cabinet. I sprinkled it all over the garden because squirrels do not like spicy. I bet you can't guess what plants of mine they have not touched, and the answer is the jalapenos. But hey, my watermelon is like this big, and I was looking down at the garden from the window, and I was like, where's the watermelon? I don't see the watermelon, and I put a piece of cardboard under it because it'll kind of rot sometimes if it sits right on the dirt, if it gets wet and we get a lot of rain. So I was like, where's the watermelon? It's not sitting on the cardboard. So I had to go down and look, and the watermelon is outside of my raised garden box on the ground, in the grass. Still attached to the vine, and it had like a little tiny scratch on the top, and then there's like a tomato like ripped in half and like half eaten. So I'm pretty sure it's just squirrels causing trouble. So I literally just took a bottle of cayenne pepper and just like sprinkled it literally everywhere. Birds will eat it. Like, birds like spicy, so if you have squirrels eating your birdseed, you can mix in cayenne pepper with your birdseed and the squirrels won't eat it, because the birds don't have any ill effects. But if you have birds eating your vegetables, like I do have some cardinals who have been hitting the cherry tomatoes, there's not a whole lot I can do besides put down some more netting. But I know birds aren't tearing giant tomatoes in half and eating half of them and like pulling the whole watermelon out of the garden and like down a foot. We had a 4-month resub from Gedzooks, thank you. Is the watermelon gonna taste like cayenne pepper? I mean, I don't think so, because it's like the rind. I did liberally sprinkle a lot of cayenne on the top of the watermelon. But tahini is really good on watermelon, and I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of cayenne in tahini. It could be a big bird, Vagabond says. True. If Big Bird's out there, I have bigger problems. We're getting there. Kepler's almost ready to eat. Gedzooks says, what's the name of that one really terrible bird movie? Birdemic. Yeah, Chaz made us watch that.
At gunpoint.
At gunpoint. At knife point, it was Elspeth. Squiddle says tahini is great on mango too. Ooh, I have not tried it on mango, but it's been a while since I've bought mango. Oh shoot, no, come back. So, Steven's still finishing that up. I'm gonna work on cleaning off my palette, which, this is the same paint from when I did the last painting here at this room, when I did that little tiny one. I didn't clean it off, which is fine. That happens a lot. But it comes off real easy. So, I have sprayed it with water to kind of like start to get some of it loosened up. Let's move this. What else is in the way? This is in the way? That's good. So, I just have an X-Acto blade and I'm just going to scrape all of this off. And even though it's totally dried on from like, I don't know, over a month ago, it comes off super easy, which is why I like glass palettes. They're way easier to clean than plastic with acrylic. And like this paint seriously is super totally dry, but it just scrapes right off and it's really satisfying.
I have arrived.
You've arrived. Welcome.
I've made it.
I really like that Spindrift, by the way. I think that's my new favorite brand.
Hi, everybody. We forgot we had a cat.
I fed him at like 5 o'clock.
we forgot we had a cat. I was sitting here waiting for the stream to start, and all of a sudden I was like, did we give Pep his meds? And I was like, no. I was like, oh, that happens every day at 7. So needed to do that.
I fed him when I got back from the grocery store / bank.
Oh my god, I'm just ready to
Paint?
paint.
Good.
Oh, I'm
that's what
so
you're doing.
excited.
Becca says, can't wait to try that flavor. It's really good. It's the pink lemonade. They had strawberry or raspberry lemonade at Target today when I was at Target. I almost bought it, but I know we have a full fridge.
Yeah, I wouldn't get additional drinks right now.
I know.
We're kind of full up on drinks.
We had 300 bits from Will Peters who said, I keep bringing it up, but did you know that Rifttrax is a Jackbox style game for all current systems? Y'all should try it at some point.
Yeah, I might have a key for that. I think I have a key for that, or I got an email that's like, let us know you have key, and I just haven't done it. Because there's a lot of things in my life, it's like, I don't have time to do this right now. But I'll get to it at some point. We also had 4 months from Terrier. 300 bits from Will Peters. Says, Steven, who was on your shirt? Oh, this is Kerbo. There's hairs on my head, and I'm realizing they're. I was like, what are these?
There's hairs on your head, and you're realizing they're yours?
Well, I mean, sorry, on my shirt. There's these like wiry gray hairs that are on my shirt, and
they're not mine.
They're my. So like, what old man came in here and rolled around in my closet? It's me. I was the old man. This is Kerbo. He's a good little guy. I think I needed to take ibuprofen today, and I didn't. And now I'm like, I'll make it.
Do you want me to grab some from your 30 box?
Mm-mm.
Remember earlier when I was like, do you take ibuprofen? And you were like, no.
Yeah, the thing was, most of what I experienced today was this morning, and then I forgot. And when you asked, I was like, it's over now. I'm good.
And it's back, and you.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
If I sneeze, I might regret it, but I'm good. We had 2 months from Zado. Zado, thanks. So Mal, we want to recap what's happening today? In case folks don't know.
We made Sculpey figurines.
It was about 2 weeks ago.
Where's it good? You can't really see them super well. Like 2 weeks
ago. If only there was.
I can't reach the stream deck.
You could just ask.
Here.
It's like here.
Here's one.
This is.
He fell off his face. Here's another.
Here. Where is it? This is like the plane of focus somewhere around here.
And then here's another one. So I made these 3 guys.
These little fellas.
And Steven, why don't you show off what you made?
You're a bad influence on Maddie. She wants to make cursed things now. Oh, cursed things are great. It's all about finding the beauty in everything. It's a good life lesson. You know, what beauty is there to discover in Kerbo? I feel like there is beauty yet to be discovered.
Mm-hmm.
And we will discover it. So that's the agenda. What do you mean? What is it? This is famous international superstar Nintendo first party AAA title protagonist Kirby. Kerbo. I wish he was a little more front.
Faucets, welcome and I'm sorry.
Welcome and I'm sorry should be
the tagline.
Should be the tagline of all streams. It looks like yeah, Chaz, I agree. Yeah, that's this
sleep paralysis demon.
Sleep paralysis Kirby. We are trained in apologies. So Mao is the paint.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna paint mine, but I'm gonna take care of the paint for yours.
I do feel like yours will take less time.
They will, yes.
Aren't yours like one color?
They're like white and black. I think they're like slightly green, maybe.
So like both directions of gray.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 color.
Mm-hmm.
4 months from Cobalt Custard. Thanks. Kirby's got many colors.
I mean, they glow in the dark a little. Some of them are
You
slightly yellow.
used to own glow-in-the-dark paint.
I do own glow-in-the-dark paint upstairs.
Have you? Was it only the one piece you used to own, or did
Correct.
you own 2?
And I still have it. The paint's upstairs.
Yeah, Mal used to. Mal made a. It was. I think it was your first year of MalMakes. You did a painting of Star Hill from Super Mario RPG.
And some of it glows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much a novel experience. I don't know. Does that? Do you think that paint still is?
Yeah, it's still fine. I might run up and grab it.
No, I meant like.
Oh, it still glows
Really?
because sometimes when I turn the lights off in the studio, I can see the bottle,
Oh. Wow.
and I'm like, that's where I put that. But I need to do everything else first anyway, so I might run up and get it later.
Okay.
If I'm not too busy supervising.
Supervising what?
You.
Why do I need supervising?
You need supervision.
I don't think so.
Purple with glow-in-the-dark eyes.
I like that idea a lot.
Well,
So
remind me after you do everything else.
Is that something that gets applied at the end?
Yes.
Can that get applied on top of a layer of paint?
Yes. It needs to be.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of milky. White. It's not like, there's not really, it's mostly clear.
Kirby with the milky white eyes.
Well, so you're going to paint them white first.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
Great. All right, so where do I start?
Well, what color do you want to start with?
Well, I guess I probably want to paint inside out.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Because painting Kirby pink and then being unable to touch him.
You could also like paint his feet so that you can like let them dry while you paint the inside of the mouth, and then you can hold him by the feet and paint the body.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
I guess.
What color do you want the feet to be?
I guess I'll make him pink. I'm gonna start, I think, with pink. Him, and then if I change my mind, I can change my mind.
Okay. So, what kind of pink are you looking for?
Kirby pink.
Okay, how about I start making a pink and then you tell me what it needs to be?
Sorry, Kirby's pink. Have you seen Kirby before?
Yes.
You ever played a video game?
Thank you, developer packs. Where's my...
I couldn't help but notice you're a woman. Have you ever played a video game before? Anyway, I don't remember that guy's game.
Oh, I don't either.
And it's probably not good.
So, I just have red and white right now, and I'm gonna start mixing a pink, and we'll see
Red
how
and
you
white
feel.
make pink.
They do. Good job. I'm glad that art degree is coming in handy.
I can answer.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
I can
Yeah,
answer
that's
other
working.
color questions too.
I thought this was the extender, not the gloss glazing liquid, but it's fine.
I trust you.
I know.
I can answer color questions. Joe says, how you make purple? That's red and blue.
Okay,
What's the complement of yellow? Purple.
how do you feel about this?
That's wrong.
Okay, what is wrong about it?
It needs to be more red.
Okay. This is how I like match colors.
Also, that's
if you
not-
haven't seen
that's
my
not
match
enough-
color.
That's not enough paint, is it?
No, but it will dry out and then I'll have to remix it anyway.
Oh, okay.
I made a color mixing video where I talked about it, and the biggest question is asking, like, what is wrong with this color?
You know, that's
So-
actually very similar to how color grading works.
Like in film?
Mm-hmm. Like if I'm doing some sort of
What's wrong with that pink?
like that looks good.
Does it need more
Does
red?
it- What does it need?
Do you want it slightly oranger? Do you want it slightly, like, cooler? More saturated?
more saturated. How that's just more red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when you're doing
Can we switch to overhead cam?
yeah, it's only kind of in frame, but yeah. When we do whenever you're doing color correction, right? I look at an image and I think, what does this have too much of? Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm looking at something, I'm like, this feels green. Then I'm pulling green out.
Yes.
So it's like a subtractive process in that respect.
There's your pink.
Okay. Great. I need like a thing.
A brush, yeah.
A brush, yeah. Like a
brush I
glove.
want to trust you with.
Look how cute. Okay.
And I want to add little.
Should I do the bottoms of his little feet? Why is the boy wet?
I don't know why he's wet.
He's not wet. It's just shiny. It's shiny.
Yeah, you can paint the bottoms.
Oh, this is good. I might completely change my mind on the feet, but it's hard to know how I feel right this second. So
Right handy at Kirby's feet. 4-month resub from Nat Common and 4 months from Andrew in the Kitchen. Thank you.
I bet this would tickle a lot.
Renee says write Steven. You could write your own name.
Oh yeah, when it's all said and done, I'll probably put my initials on it. I'll probably do that. That's what they have you do in like school or something. Yeah, I might keep the pink toes. I might do something else. Not sure yet. My first thought though is that this is going to require like more than one coat because I can see the gray through.
Yeah, probably.
That's fine too. I'm just here tonight to paint Kirby, make his little dreams come true.
Those are his dreams.
His dream is to feel.
Be pink.
Yeah, it's to feel alive because currently he's not like alive. He's gray and dead. So I just want to give him a little color.
So I've made up a very, very light green for mine.
Yeah. Even though yours is going to be... Oh, well that's, yeah, it's
That's the
white-ish.
color, the glow of the paint.
Trying to get in all of Kirby's cracks and crevices.
Wonderful.
I don't really love that, but I guess it's a necessity.
Oh, you can really see my fingerprints when I paint this.
Well, I mean, once there's more than one coat,
Maybe, yeah.
it'll probably be better, right? Probably. Painting is fun. Like it's kind of therapeutic.
Normally you don't get to paint for fun like this.
I'd say most people that paint for fun. You don't get to paint for fun.
Well, I mean, like, every time you paint, it's for Coliseum, and it's just chaos.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, normally I paint for charity. Tonight it's just for me. That's true. That's the only painting I've done in years is that Coliseum. And like that's fine. Like I'm not a painter, right? So like it's not something that I sit around and think
Crave?
like, yeah, that's not. There's plenty of things I crave, like creative endeavors that I crave, but none of them really ever overlap with painting. But once I sit down to actually do it, especially in an environment when I'm not like blindfolded, it's actually kind of fun. It's like, this is relaxing. This is enjoyable.
he's just white now.
So my plan, as per Mallory's suggestion, is to get the, get this on here and then let this dry while I work on like maybe some other part. Then I'll be able to hold the feet. There we go.
It's kind of fun to paint in 3D.
Yeah. So that's the big thing for you, right? Like that's something you don't really ever get to do.
Yeah, if ever.
Wait, have you ever?
I mean,
You
yeah,
painted
when I've done
something.
projects with students.
Oh, but for you,
No,
you don't think you've ever gotten a chance to do that?
no. Like, I've done clay sculptures with students.
Yeah.
So when I was student teaching, we did animals. It was called the Favorite Pet Project, and my students had to make whatever pet they wished they could have out of clay.
Oh. I'm super curious what they chose to.
I mean, there was obviously a lot of like standard animals, like dogs and cats. I had a student make a little tiny pig in a teacup. Like, they made the teacup out of clay too.
Yeah.
Someone made a deer, and I remember they were struggling with the antlers. And so I suggested we make them out of wire. And I showed him how, and then I gave him a pliers and some wire, and he made his own. And it was super cute.
Jam points out that I think it's the only time I've ever painted 3D, well, since college, is when we did a D&D campaign. I had a figurine.
Oh yeah, we did paint the figurines.
Yeah. I had the little Aarakocra, the bird people. And I painted that to look like an eagle. And that was fun. But I remember at the time thinking, God, this is hard. Like, to try and know how to get the... Because I think it was like I was just trying to make brown. And I was like, trying to get the right shade of brown was so difficult. I was like, why is this so hard? But it was really hard. I knew the concept, like, getting to brown, but then it was like, this brown isn't brown enough. Fortunately, I don't think I really need brown today.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, I'm making the colors for you.
You just don't trust me.
Nope, not with this paint. Listen, when I started using this paint, it was a long process of becoming okay with it. Like, how much paint?
Yeah. So this is like your personal... This is golden. This is what you use to do your paintings.
Yes. Like I said, I couldn't find my cheap acrylic.
Well, it's very nice of you to let me use your real stuff. It's already on my fingers.
That's fine. I'm not using cadmium. I figured we didn't need that added stress.
It's fine. I will need cadmium.
You do.
I'll need red.
There is red. It's magenta.
Well,
what is the pigment in this?
Yeah. Well,
quinacridone.
Yeah. I used to know all these words.
Quinacridone?
Mm-hmm. I had to know all that stuff because I took color theory. Color theory was painting.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of painting. I was fortunate that the professor allowed us to do a lot of digital art. So it's a lot cheaper to make something on the computer than go out and buy a lot of art supplies. But I still had to know all the information. But I used to know all those words. And now I only hear them when you say them.
Quinacridone. Cobalt. Phthalo. Those words?
Yeah. You're gonna need phthalo green. You go to the store and they're all completely different prices because it all depends on what is in them.
Yeah.
So then some paints are $18 a tube, but some are $45 a tube, and you're like, cool. Painting's great. Love it.
Yeah, this definitely needs at least 2 coats.
Yeah. For as careful as I tried to be.
Did you get it on your hands?
Well, I got it, like, I was like, I'm not painting Kirby yet. I did manage to get it, like, on
Well, that's fine.
Kirby. Oh, yeah, it's fine. But yeah, this definitely needs, like, more than 1 coat. This is 3 months from Jennifer Jack. Thank you.
Oh, stay right side up, please. Thank you. And 300 bits from Twitchy Toes. Stephen and Mel, do you remember having classmates who were colorblind in your color theory class? I did not take color theory. It was part of painting for me.
I don't recall that. So I don't think that I had anyone who was colorblind in my color theory class. The interesting thing about color theory, at least at SCAD, is that everyone had to take it. Literally everyone. Like, if you went to the school in any capacity for anything, you had to take color theory, which, like, makes a lot of sense. Well, for most things. We also had, like, architecture, so, like, even architects had to take, like, color theory. So there was people in every single major there. Sometimes you'd have architects, sometimes you'd have horse people.
Equestrian students?
Yeah, horse people. We call them horse people. They were there for the horses. Those are definitely feet. I mean, they're actually not feet, they're toes, but...
They function as feet.
We hope. We don't really know, I guess.
I guess.
God, your brush
Yeah, I think I'm
strokes
gonna need a
insane.
3rd coat on these guys. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be out of paint. I'm also gonna
fine.
need...
I will mix you some up shortly once
Yeah.
I am done with my color. So I don't lose it.
The worst part of this is, like, I did this, and then I'm like, I gotta, like, wait.
Two.
Is there any more I can get out of
And
this?
a little tiny drop of water to your brush.
Is that what this is?
That's what that is.
Hmm.
Did that help a little bit? You don't want to use too much, because then it won't adhere.
Yeah, I just need more paint.
Chaz says, Steven and Friends spoiler. We recorded new horse content. It starts slightly unhinged and becomes incredibly unhinged.
You're underselling
I
that.
wasn't there for it. Where
Oh.
was I?
Wisconsin?
Really? I thought it was before that.
No, you were in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's something special. It's definitely special. I don't know when. There's a lot. So occasionally we get in a spot where, like, we don't have very much Steven and Friends stuff, and then it's like, oh crap, let's do a Jackbox. So we got to the point where we ran out of Steven and Friends stuff. We did a Jackbox, and then we started recording lots of stuff between then and now. So we have so much. We did a bunch of Jackbox. There's a broken phone.
Oh yeah, there's a broken phone.
There's the unhinged horse content. There's several episodes of Halo, which is a huge throwback. Code names, we just did code names. So, like, we have a bunch of stuff that's going to be coming in down the pipeline. Might be missing something, I don't know. So.
There's a game I'd like to play on tabletop.
Okay.
The horses game that my family
Oh,
plays.
yeah.
We really just need to make the board. That's really all we need to do.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's dice, cards, and horses.
That's the other thing I was thinking about the other day that I hadn't thought about in a long time is 1,000 blank white cards. So I have a list.
I'll be back.
on my phone of like everything we can possibly do for Steven and Friends. It's like everything we've done, everything we could possibly do, like just a huge list. And I was looking through it the other day, and I was like, oh my god, we haven't made 1,000 Blank White cards in like a million years. And I think the reason that we had stopped making it is because we got like, we finished half of an episode, and then we were like, we'll just wait till we have the same 8 people and do the next half, because the servers went down in the middle of a recording.
Yes.
Did we do another after
We
that?
did.
Okay. It's been a while, so that's a game that I also would not mind returning to, because that was a huge staple. That was a game that we did quite often, and we just really haven't touched it much in the last like year or two. So.
I have another bottle of white, or tube of white. I just haven't yet.
Chaz says, we don't do 1,000 Blank White cards because it's a lot of work for Chaz, and Chaz is not Steven, and doesn't enjoy doing a lot of work for one video.
It's fair.
It's fair. Fair. Well, Chaz, if you're ever in the mood, do it. But we also have, there's like 20 or 30 of them?
Sorry, I got paint on me.
There's a fair bit. Okay, well, when you make more pink, let me know.
I'm gonna.
We had 4 months from Armored Frog. And 300 Bits and Will Peters just says, you could do Rift Tracks the game for Steven and Friends. I wouldn't do it by myself.
Unlike Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Wow. Yeah, I would, Rift Tracks is a possibility. I gotta recheck my emails. But it is nice just in general to be, like, caught up on that sort of thing. Because I normally have so many other things I'm trying to think about that suddenly being like, oh god, we don't have any Steven and Friends in reserve is a terrifying feeling. So, I'm glad that we're at least ahead for first time in a while. Thank you for making me think. It's not, it's really light.
I know it's too light. This tube is super old. There we go.
Oh, Renee says, as an only child, I played many board games solo, and I had children who don't enjoy playing board games. I'm sorry.
See, we didn't really have board games. We just always knew
Card
card games. So many card games.
See, I feel like growing up, I didn't play a lot of board. Like we had board games and we played them, but it was we didn't play a lot of board games. We played some, but not a lot. I really got the feeling that my parents didn't enjoy it all that much. So then I became an adult, and I am like, board games good. So then now we have a bunch of board games and play board games with friends because I like those a lot.
Listen, this takes a while to get it perfect.
It's already very close.
It's not perfect.
Yeah, it's not there, but it's really, really close. I'm kind of impressed.
It's 2 colors. It's a ratio between the 2. There's nothing else. No, I can't. Can't do it. Nope.
That comment gifted the sub to Hungry Hippo. You know, I have someone had mailed in at one of the last mail videos I think we did at the last house. Someone mailed a copy of Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Closer?
And I have
Nope.
it. I'm like, oh, so that's a thing to do at some point. Oh yeah, that's close enough.
Do you want it to be close enough, or do you want it to be perfect?
I mean, you need like what, 1 millimeter of red? I mean, do what you want. I'm holding Kirby's feet. They're not even dry.
Well, you're gonna have to give him another coat anyway, so it's gonna end up being this color, so.
Oh, okay, that's fine. 300 from Becky Stars says, hello, Stephen Amell. The other day I had to take my piercings out because I accidentally hurt myself with one, and they were giving me a slight reaction, even with gold, so they're gone now.
Sorry to hear that.
That sucks.
I sometimes struggle with some of mine. The ones I'm currently wearing are surgical stainless steel. Or surgical titanium. I think they're titanium. I can't remember offhand. I'd have to go look. But mine are like surgical grade metal, and I have not had problems with them.
And they, some folks have very bad metal reactions.
Yeah.
And Mal was one of them.
Mm-hmm. Carly has a nickel allergy. Like, even like the buttons of like blue jeans have always bothered her.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, sometimes you have to, and it sucks too, because like the earrings that Mal got, they were expensive.
No, they weren't.
They weren't?
Nope. I don't
Oh,
know.
the piercing was expensive. Something was expensive.
Okay, so the earring that I got with the piercing, because I had to use one of theirs,
yeah,
those were the expensive part.
Oh, I just knew that something was expensive. So the actual metal, like that part, is not expensive?
The ones I'm currently wearing are not expensive. The ones I've had to buy with my piercing, like the piercer earrings, those were expensive. Those were a couple hundred. They were like 200, I want to say. But the ones I have in, I'm trying to give me a second. I'm going to pull up what they are.
I thought it had something to do with the metal or something. But
I mean, it was a high quality metal because you need to wear the piercing earrings for like months.
Yeah.
And you can't change them. So if you're having problems, that's difficult. The ones I have in are implant grade titanium.
Oh, that's a fun sounding thing.
Implant
grade titanium.
You can't really see, but they're like dark silver.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't have trouble with these. I can leave these in, and these are kind of the ones I just leave in unless I want to wear something nice for a day.
Yeah, I mean, for anyone that like just went to the mall and got stuff done at Claire's and it has worked for you, count yourself fortunate. Because it's very easy to have like bad reactions and then be like, oh no. And that's bad.
They're almost dry. I'm gonna give mine another coat. How's the paint?
It's paint.
We have a 4-month resub from Bubbles 8738. Thank you. I can't remember what metal my piercing ones were. I want to say that they were like, they're rose gold, but I'm pretty sure they're 24 karat. I can't remember.
Oh, so it wasn't implant grade titanium?
No, not those. These ones are.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the same.
I don't know what they were. She didn't tell me what they were, but I didn't have a problem. But as soon as I could change them, I did because I know these ones are fine. Poku Cow says, if you're going to get piercings, please go to a shop that does it for a living. The extra money it costs is worth it. I agree. My main ones on my lobes, the larger ones I have on, those were done by a gun originally, a piercing gun. And I struggled with them for a long time. I let them close up, had them redone, the same thing, and I struggled with it, and I let them close up, and then I had them done with a needle at a piercer, and it was way better.
Yeah.
And then my second ones were done with a needle by a piercer, and those ones went perfectly, and I have not had any problems with them. And I just hit, was it 3 months you have to wait before you can change your earrings? Or before you can leave them out? Like overnight? What's the difference between a needle and a gun? Brandon, we just talked about this. So a gun is, it kind of uses brute force to push an earring through your ear. And a needle actually is a needle and will remove, so it hurts less, and there's not any blunt force trauma with it.
I do love when there's not blunt force trauma in my life. The less blunt force trauma, the better. I've always said it's a family quote.
You having fun painting?
Yeah, I don't like that it has to dry.
That's how it goes.
I don't like that part. But otherwise, yeah.
Do you want me to cover up the pink paint so you can save it and work on the inside of the mouth?
No. I just want this to dry so I can, like, move on to the next part.
That's gonna be a bit.
How long does it take for this to dry?
I don't know.
Wait, shouldn't you know?
No, everything is slightly different with its open time.
But aren't you're a paint person?
Mm-hmm.
This is your job. How long does it take?
My job is to paint on canvas.
Oh. So it's different because it's Sculpey.
Well, I know Sculpey tends to be, like, sticky. Like, that's, I don't know. I feel like everything that I've ever seen with Sculpey, it's, like, kind of tacky always. Like, if you touch it, it feels like it's wet.
Well, it won't be tacky once it's covered in paint.
Maybe.
Well, it'll be tacky because of the paint.
No, paint isn't really tacky.
It's not?
Not this paint.
So much to learn.
When it's dry, Steven, Magmafish says.
It's fine. It's just... I hate waiting.
Yeah, you are quite impatient.
I'm just going for the throat tonight. My poor throat. Alright, so his little toes are all covered in paint. I don't see gray now. I think
Good.
he's good. So now,
What did I miss what Thomas said?
scroll up. If it chooses to scroll. Tacky because it's ugly.
Thomas.
Can't believe this. Alright, well. Now I just
Thomas, you have
kinda,
a guest at your house.
Just kind of, buddy. Probably not a good time for you.
No, it's not a good time for you, buddy.
Like, I love you, but it's probably not a good time for you to be up here. Lap? Can you go in that chair over there?
Nope, not possible.
Can you go in that chair and, like, he's just, oh, he's coming up.
Well, if you back up, it should be fine.
Come here.
Sometimes I would paint with Sagan on my lap.
Come here. Come on up.
You had enchiladas, oh, that's good.
Come on. I won't paint you.
Please do not paint the cat.
I feel like that'll cause problems for you. You just want to laugh. You want to laugh?
We have a 4-month reset from Devstet. Thank you.
Okay. You cut.
He happy.
You happy.
He very
You
happy.
can sniff this end. You want to sniff? Okay. Alright, we're holding the boy now.
He happy.
He is happy. He just wants to...
That's
just
really
wants to
all
love.
he wants. That and food, and he happy.
That's true. Alright, well, I'm just kind of... just holding him.
We almost had shrimp tacos for dinner
I
tonight.
guess I can do, like, this the underside. Like Kirby's undercarriage.
Yeah, you can paint as much as you can. You have the paint.
Should probably just do that while I'm holding him.
Mm-hmm. 3 coats was the right amount.
Alright.
Pear shrimp tacos with chocolate milk. So Frontera makes a pack of, like, I don't know, sauce that you can cook shrimp with. It's like a simmer sauce.
Yep.
And I really like it. And it uses poblano peppers. And I have poblano peppers out in the garden. And I was like, ooh, this will be great. I'll pick some up. And they didn't have them at the store. And we didn't have any at home.
Any of the pack?
Any of the pack.
Yeah. I won't find it again. There's a lot of like grocery stores.
Yeah, maybe it's online. On the online.
It's on the online. On the web.
Last time I made that was
Internet.
for Josh, I think, when he wanted tacos. I did buy chocolate milk today.
I was so excited. Merge onto the information superhighway.
I also bought you something else, but then I got it home and you were like, oh, this is not...
Oh, that was not my reaction. That was your reaction.
Oh, yeah, that was my reaction. I was walking
I
past...
was like, oh, cool, thanks. And then I said, I was like, this is the zero, because Mal got a special Coke.
Yeah, they had special Coke.
And it's a Coke Zero. It's not a Coke normal. And Mal was the one that was real upset about it. I was like, it's fine. I'll drink it.
It's XP flavored.
It's League of Legends experience flavored Coke. And I'm like, what does that mean? That has no meaning. What does experience taste like?
Send it to Chaz.
So I'm gonna like try it at some point on the vlog, I guess. I keep forgetting I have a drink. It's impossible to drink it because I have a Kirby in my hand and a paintbrush in the other.
Alright, I've painted 3 layers on my guys.
Congrats on triple layer.
Thank you.
Triple layer madness.
I put taste experience on my resume. Yeah, you can do that, Scatman. You want me to like help?
What? No.
Okay.
This is mine. Also, how would you even help?
I don't know how it would help.
What would you do?
No idea.
Like, seriously, am I not going fast enough? Is that...
Oh, it's fine.
You haven't...
Just thought if I start mixing your next color, but then that doesn't...
It doesn't help me,
No.
does it? It's gotta dry. And
Yeah.
that's really the
I could paint your tomato white so it goes faster.
I'm just gonna be stuck here holding this boy.
Yeah, you are.
Holding this boy while I hold this boy.
He's very happy.
Yeah.
I'm blowing it so it dries faster. There's a lot of paint.
What does that mean?
You've really put it on thick, which is fine. It covers it more.
Wow, you really did this thing. Which is fine. I'm like,
Just
you really know how to, like, lay on the anxiety. I said. Because I don't know what I'm doing, and you're just like, oh my god, you did this thing? Which is correct. Good work.
You picked pink for Kerbo? Wow.
Wow, so you're gonna go with that aperture. Good choice.
4-month resub from Darkness Bride, thank you. Maddie wants to paint with me so badly. I would love to paint with Maddie.
Okay.
You could shove your hand in his mouth to hold it better.
What?
Yeah, just like... I don't know. Cactus, I gifted a sub to Stab, thank you. You might lose a finger.
You could just shove her hand in her mouth.
Here, let me show you how.
No, because I don't want to risk breaking anything.
Okay.
I'm not risking. I've come this far. I cannot break this boy. I've come this far. I want to make sure that he lives.
Okay.
All right. So I'm set. This needs to dry before I can move on.
Okay.
So
Wash off your brush so it doesn't dry out.
where's the water?
I don't know, it's down in there. But there's a thing in the bottom so you can like rub your brush on it to
Oh,
help
so
clean it.
that's.
Yeah, yeah.
But I thought it wasn't supposed to go beyond.
Do it.
Oh. I don't know what the rules are. Girl says if you break them, you can use liquid Sculpey to put them back together.
I do have liquid Sculpey.
My goal was to just not need to do that. I wanna keep him alive. Tom says, where are you gonna even keep it? I actually don't know. Sure. I was thinking about auctioning it off. Just putting it on Mal's eBay account. Just getting rid of it. Because I don't know that I need him haunting my dreams.
Yeah, I don't think we need him haunting our dreams either.
I don't know if there's someone that would
Right.
Want it, but it's possible.
You stay there. Don't move. I'm gonna go get glow in the dark.
Where would I go?
Hey, Josh, Mary Kerbo. You want anything else, Paul?
No, I'm good. Do I want tomatoes? Like, are you just gonna come feed me tomatoes? Yeah, I would. Give it to Haley and Alex. They make crafts for you all. It's time to return the favor with nightmares. But Haley makes nice things for us. I think it might be an act of defiance to create something so hideous and then be like, this is because you made me a thing. Ain't no hard. I think we talked about that before. Haley puts hearts on all of her stuff. This, I think what this needs is not a heart, but like a pentagram. Yeah, Mal gave her a leopard. Yeah, so we've shown it before on like breakfast stream. I will never be able to find the image now, but yeah, Mal in college made a bust of the spitter, and it's like it's life size or near as a hair life size. It's big, and it's of the spitter from Left 4 Dead, and then she gave it to Haley, and Haley turned it into a lamp. So Haley has a lamp that is the head of the spitter. I really like Left 4 Dead. We haven't played Left 4 Dead in a while. I wanna play that. This really does take a long time. Like, I'm sure it'll be like worth it. But I have to sit here and hold this for so long. 7 Days to Die zombies. I've heard of 7 Days to Die. Is 7 Days to Die zombies like a mode in that game? Yeah, I maybe shouldn't have painted the bottom first. I feel like Mal told me to do this. Did you tell me to do the bottom? You told me to paint the bottom first. But why did you do that?
Paint it.
Is it...
Some tomato? Found it.
It's like Minecraft, only realistic. So like a crafting game. I haven't played Minecraft in a hot minute either. This is pink Carpo. Oh, you can't.
Don't let him touch his nose to that.
You can't touch the paint.
Yeah.
You just have to take my word for it that this is Carpo. You just gotta trust.
Trust, Capo. Has Steven played Until Dawn? Yep.
Yeah, me and Mal have a entire LP of Until Dawn. It's really good, actually. Me and Mal did really well. We kind of idiot savanted our way through that game.
Some of it.
We did much better than I thought we would.
What about the sequel? Yep, we played that with Alex and Haley.
Yeah, well, I guess it depends what you call the sequel, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Because the company that made it, they did Until Dawn. We did The Quarry.
Yeah.
Party like a chaperone party. We did The Quarry, and then there's a there's a series of games that are also kind of spiritual successor games that are in the same. They're by the same developer, and it's a set of games. I don't remember what they're called. One of them's like Man of Medan, and then the other ones, but there's like 3. Yeah, the Dark Picture Anthology. Yeah, that's it. We didn't do those. That's too many games. There's a lot of those games. That's a lot of games. It was much easier to do, the Quarry, because it's like, that's one game. So, that's right. And that comment says, Until Dawn has one of my favorite Dan cameos. I know exactly what you're talking about. And it is very good. We also had 4 months from Valix Butterfly. Hey! Here.
I'm painting faces.
Cool, I'm holding this.
There's a lot of downtime in painting.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like when I'm doing a painting, I'll walk away because I need it to dry.
How about typing of the dead? Honestly, that would be fun. Now that I finally have everything set up in my office to do like solo stuff with a keyboard, that actually could be enjoyable.
Alex and Haley did a Halloween costume for Typing of the Dead.
They did.
And it's so good.
It's extremely good. I wish we had a photo.
Yeah, I don't have a photo, and I don't know where to find one.
If Haley was here,
oh, she would totally show it off.
She would have.
She did amazing.
It's really.
She even
good.
did the Dreamcast on the back.
So, yeah. Now, Vagabond says I can find one. I think. Yeah, if there's a photo somewhere, let the mod know, because it's really good. I just don't know where it is. I unfortunately do not have access to all photos of my friends at all times. Probably for the best.
Yeah. I was moving files around on my computer, sorting them.
Yeah.
I did find a very old picture of Chaz holding an Earthbound box.
Really?
Uh-huh.
His Earthbound box?
Yes.
Now that's in
Chaz is sweating.
Now that's in my office. Because Chaz gave me his Earthbound box. Which I appreciate, because, like, we didn't, that was something we didn't have. That's something good.
Thank you. I'm going to touch off the edges. Oh, from when? I don't recall. He says, before I knew you. So, I don't know. Remind me later, and I know where it is. Maybe
Why
you
do
can
you have
tell
a photo of Chaz from before you knew him?
Well, he posted it.
Oh, okay. Wild. Speaking of Earthbound, today the new trailer for Earthbound USA dropped, which is the movie that Fangamer has been making for approximately 8 years? Is it 8 years?
Yeah.
I think they started in like 2016. And the project has just like changed constantly. The scope changed, and also like what the project was changed, and they started shoving a lot more like production value into it, because they were creating entire sets and stuff for like the B-roll stuff. Anyway, so that trailer came out today. I'm in the trailer a few times.
Mm-hmm.
That was
I recognized the back of my head.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Chaz is in there too. Yep. So, it's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with that. I know that I don't know what the scope of the release of this movie is going to be, but it might be, they might try to do like a thing with it. It might be,
I don't know.
They might try and get it into like some theaters somewhere, which would be just kind of neat. I don't know exactly how that'll play out, but that would be cool. We do need to do mail.
Uh-huh, we do.
You're not asking about mail, and I'm like, we do need to do that. Maybe within the next, like, week or two. You could take some time to do that. It's hard sometimes because when I'm working on vlogs, I'm like, only vlog, no anything else. So maybe like right after I get caught up.
I was told the art queue is Alex and Haley in their Typing of the Dead.
Oh shoot! All right, we had 4 months from NJC5 and 4 months from Tony21250. Thank you both.
Thank you.
And let's take a look
Look
at
how
these
cute
photos.
they are.
This was
2019.
Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Yeah, Haley
made like the backpack and everything.
Haley whipped that up.
Yeah.
Haley whipped it up quick, I think. I don't remember the story exactly, but I believe it was like they found out that there was a party, and it might have been that morning or something. They're like, "Oh, are you coming to the party?" And they're like, "What?" And it's like, "Oh, there's a thing." And she's like, "I can do this." And then she did. Oh, good. You put a fingerprint in my Kirby foot. Jess said, "No one told me I was in this trailer."
We watched it like as the countdown was going for the go live for this, so I didn't have a chance to tell you.
Yeah, I had to sign stuff. So I don't know if you understand. It's like a no. Oh well.
I think it's a lot of your footage.
Anyway, yeah, they're it's like a real movie, like Capital N movie. I am under some sort of NDA stuff. I read through the thing and I was like, oh, there's like a lot of stuff I'm not allowed to talk about. But there's also nothing to talk about, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like anything I know is just public knowledge anyway. So they're working on it, and at some point there'll be a movie, I guess. And it's exciting. And one day this Kirby will be dry. We love it when he's dry. Goodbye.
I'm painting faces. Look at the little face.
I love that this stream is just me holding this. I vastly underestimated how long this would take.
Well, I mean, I also didn't expect you to paint that heavily on them.
You didn't expect the person who has no experience painting to do the painting incorrectly. Just put it down and let the feet get bad. I love the phrase, let the feet get bad.
You could set them on the glass.
It's gotta be almost dry though. It's like
Set them on the glass.
it's almost dry. I might as well just wait at this point because it can't be much longer and then it's set, you know? And then I could just paint the rest. I've come this far. I can't let the feet get bad. Although I'm grateful that we have a raid message now. I'm just learning a lot about painting tonight. Chaz says, Steven never met a sunk cost. He didn't like George.
I miss Chaz.
Everyone's
I mean that very sincerely.
Everyone's dunking on me tonight. I'm getting dunked. Completely dunked. I might deserve it. Oh, so many dots. So many paint splotches. 500 bits from Travis. It's Salem, right? Salem. Travis Salem VGM says, good vibes requested. Had an interview yesterday for a full-time percussion teacher position, but I feel only mildly confident about the interview.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. Sometimes the interview does go better than you think.
Yeah.
I know for me personally, I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but I feel like anytime it doesn't apply to like everything in life, but it applies to a lot. Where like I always feel things went worse than it actually did. And sometimes I'll ask like if I'm working on a project or if I do something, like I'll ask Chaz, be like, how did that go? And he'll be like, oh, you did really good. I'm like, because I'm like,
you can trust Chaz.
I'm like, to me, I'm like, I'm not sure. You're always most critical of yourself.
Yes.
Right? And that's what it comes down to, is that you think about, I should have done this. I should have said this. And in actuality, sometimes it's, most people don't notice the things that you will. So, but good vibes. I hope that everything works out. Would a fan help? Like if I fanned him? If I just grab like a coaster and then just do this.
Yeah, go ahead. Do that. See if that helps.
It won't hurt.
No.
Right?
No.
Like it literally can't hurt it.
No, it won't hurt it.
Fan him and feed him grapes like the god he is.
She's not wrong. So
I think that helped.
I mixed up some focaccia bread.
Yeah.
Not for you. It's for the neighbors.
Like and none of it though?
None of it though. It's for the neighbors.
It was good. Mal made focaccia bread that we actually got to eat like a week ago or something, and it was real good. The problem was, I want more.
I'll make more.
Yeah, Mal, don't be a bread tease.
But this is for the neighbors. I owe them. It's our turn. I'm trying to fix this little...
It's gonna...
Wait.
Renee says, oh my god, you're perfect together. Steven is a cheese tease and Mao is a bread tease. Together we are the ultimate sandwich tease.
What if you set him on saran wrap?
I just want him to be okay because I have come this far. He might not even be sticky anymore. I don't even know.
I know.
If he's sticky. Oh, yeah, it's pretty good. All right, let's get back to painting.
I'm gonna let mine dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna put glow in the dark on. Oh yeah, this is still fine. It glows. Watch. Well, no one else can see except much.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm thinking about putting them in the garden because they're bigger than my terrarium. Well, it looks so cool, Mel, right?
All right. I need
It glows in the dark.
paint.
You need more paint?
Probably.
Well, there's a little paint. Let me mix you some more.
Yeah, this is like none. Sorry, I need more.
Hey, you have strong hands, and I have long nails. Can you squeeze as much of this paint out as you can? Here you go.
Isn't there like a tool?
Not when it's gotten that far.
Oh. Okay. Trying to figure out how to get a good grip on this.
Yeah, normally I like kind of push these pieces in to push right there.
Do I put it here or
Over here.
over here? Oh my god. It's like the world's worst toothpaste tube.
Made of metal.
I know. Oh my god, it hurts your fingers.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that's painful.
that's plenty.
Oh, I got it to crimp. Oh shoot. I think my fingers are bleeding.
Why does this have an old cap? Not the new cap. Did they go back?
They decided no, new ones are bad.
They were breaking.
Oh god.
They had to do a recall, and they sent out these ones to replace the broken ones, and I had a few.
I can't do any more than that. I feel like
You can stop.
my hands are shaking.
That's about as much as I ever get.
Okay, well, great.
Don't worry. I have a backup.
So glad I.
Listen, they're expensive.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You go back to overhead cam?
Like I switch to this and then start dancing, no one can see. Which just looks like I'm like punching someone below the table. There's an attacker and I'm trying to get rid of him. Is it Kirby? The paint is getting mixed.
See how light that is versus this? I need it to be darker.
See, that's the thing. I think I'm exceptionally good at identifying.
What color is this?
No. Like identifying like what something needs.
Oh.
Like, oh, that needs this, that needs like I get that.
Yeah.
But doing that in a physical space with paint is like very hard. Especially because what I do typically on a computer is subtractive.
Oh yeah,
which
definitely.
you can't do with paint. It's additive, so that's the opposite of how I am taught. Because when I look at an image and I'm like, that has too much green, I pull green out. As opposed to...
You can't pull green out.
I can't, yeah, you can't do that with paint, so you have to think additive, which is different.
A little darker.
You're close.
I know.
Woo! Don't like that sound though.
Sounds like cut out of videos normally.
Don't like that sound.
A little bit more. So you know what I find interesting?
What's that?
Red dries fastest in acrylic, but slowest in oil. Something I've noticed.
I mean, that has to do something with the material, right?
Yeah.
So
I assume it's something with the way red is made with acrylic, or something with the pigment. Tiger says, what's the difference between using paintbrushes and paint knives to mix paint? So when I use a knife like this, I don't lose any paint. I mean, I lose a little bit like on the palette, of course, but like on a brush, it gets all caked into the metal part of the brush, the ferrule. Will you point that part out? The metal part? Yeah. And then it gets up in there and it's a mess and it's just messy.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Finally, I can finish this point.
That seems good. What do you think?
Yeah, that looks good to me. Now I can get back to doing this. And there's a fair bit of Kirby to paint, so.
Alright.
I'm very susceptible to those sounds. Like that for me is like, oh, that's the worst thing in the entire world. I hate it. Okay. Okay, Kirby. I've decided that most of you is going to be pink. And that I can make further decisions.
What color nail polish are you giving Gerbo?
I mean, that's something I may have to decide on. The first thing I need to do is get him painted.
Are we dry enough? We're dry enough for glow in the dark.
It's like right now, I just need to get him painted because right now he's just not. That's what I gotta work on. He sets up on his own just fine.
Yeah.
With the big problem being, like, as I paint him, he's rocking back and forth in a way that I don't love. But he'll sit fine on a shelf. Once he's painted, this process is kind of moving and grooving a little bit. And that's fine.
We have a subscription from James EP. 3 month. Thank you.
Add those little ears.
This one glow in the dark.
Hold it here.
Next one.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're getting somewhere now. I'm just like filling his ears with paint, which seems like a terrible thing to happen to you.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen to
I don't
me.
want that to happen to anyone. Alright, there we go.
This one glow in the dark. Oh, I stabbed that the wrong direction. Straight up and down.
I hate getting stabbed the wrong direction. Okay. Now that he can, stand upright. Really getting some paint on him to make sure that he can... He's covered. He's not naked.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that.
Hate a naked Kirby. Least favorite thing.
Did I get this one's face?
Hmm?
Nope. Thought I missed something.
Oh, did you just forget part of your fella?
Yeah, I did. That's better. I've also found that when you have stuff like this, if you wipe the rim after you're done using it, like this, then you can open it again later and it's not permanently adhered to itself.
There we go. Alright, I'm getting somewhere. This feels good.
Cactus says, I've discovered I've had paint I've wanted to use for 4 years, black 3.0, real neat stuff. I have some black 2.0. And I honestly looked for it because I wanted to do it for the eyes and the mouth of my guys, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, it wasn't with your other paint?
No, because it's not golden.
Oh, so it's somewhere else.
Yeah. I'll find it. We had a 3-month resub from James EP. Thank you.
It is difficult sometimes to when you move to like you misplace things.
Yeah.
That's happened to me a few times already. Of like
Watching this.
I don't know where something is. I know I own it.
He's sure becoming pink.
Yeah, well, that was like
The gold.
the goal.
What color are you doing the inside of the mouth? Black? Dark red?
So, these are great questions.
Yep.
These are great questions. I would love to answer them for you because they're great questions. However, it seems hard to answer. I've thought about the fact that, like, oh, his tongue should be red. That would be fun.
Why don't you make the inside of his mouth black or dark red?
But, like, the tomato is red, and I wanted the tomato to contrast on his tongue.
So make the tongue dark red, the tomato red, and the mouth black.
So don't do the mouth in pink.
I mean, you could. It's really a you decision. I'm just giving you ideas. Every part of Kirby is made of flesh.
You're just a little flesh boy. My little flesh son.
My other tip for opening jars you can't open is if you put some tape on it, sometimes you can grip it a little bit better than you can if it's just the jar.
My suggestion is get one of them openers.
Well, this opener doesn't work on this jar. And I sometimes use a pliers, because like this red I couldn't get open, so I'll grip it right here, and then I'll use that to open. But you can't do that with this. I need a bigger thing. Renee says, I use Dieter. He's resident jar opener. I mean, I have resident jar opener. But
We have jar opener at home.
I find that sometimes this helps. I brought down some polymer medium to coat mine. This is what I used as isolation coat before I started using premix isolation coat.
Definitely huffing paint.
I really like the smell of acrylic. I don't smell it anymore. Sometimes I smell it when I'm working. And I'm like, oh yeah, acrylic has a smell.
Yeah, I don't.
Steven is also resident shelf reacher. Tom wants to know. Hi, Tom.
No, this is quite the opposite of Christian Kirby, I think.
Tom, have you seen him?
This Kirby.
Go to overhead.
This Kirby has like. I don't know if you can see this. This Kirby needs Jesus, I think. Yeah, we're working on him. He is coming along. A little bit. Stand up.
Tom says human ears.
Oh,
is this Japan trip music?
Aw.
What month is it? July? I don't even have a passport right now.
I should go back and watch the Japan trip.
Yeah.
I remember feeling like I did a good job,
You did do a good job.
but I haven't watched it since.
No. Fossix, I was summoned with Japan. I want to go back. I want to go back too. Celiana says, this Kirby has 2 human toes and human ears. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Tom, I want to go period.
Are they human if they're attached to Kirby? Then they just
Were they his to begin with?
Oh no, he took them.
Then yeah, they're still human.
No, there's a whole backstory here.
Your brush strokes almost look like hair.
I love that. I love that so much. I'm so happy about that. I don't know if I should be happy about that, but I am.
I like this paintbrush for painting, like on canvas, but it's pretty. And it worked well for this.
Jesus. Ah. Okay.
It's clean. I'm just waiting on mine to dry to do a clear coat. Do I have any water? No. One big toe, human ears and hair. Kirby's the whole package.
I mean, who wouldn't date Kirby? Kirby has 2 giant human toes.
Uh-huh.
So
He does.
Me, I would not date her.
He has 2 teeth.
Oh,
Tom.
he has teeth.
He has 2 buck teeth.
He has 2 teeth. Yeah, I didn't forget that. That's an important aspect of Kirby. He's got the boy will fall. Careful, the boy will fall. He's not
Pokemon
very
princess.
centered.
Oh, he's got teeth. Fossix, I would date Kirby to 1993.
Okay.
Are you done with pink? Should I close it up?
I mean, like, he would probably need more pink.
Okay.
I hate
You can
that.
like paint the mouth or the tongue or whatever.
Yeah, I want to paint something else. Okay. So you're my resident paint mixer, color person.
I'm listening.
Can you do me up like a dark purplish red?
Okay.
That's going to be the inside of the mouth.
You know what else you could do while he's sitting there? You could paint the tomato.
Sure.
I mean, you don't have to in a second, but just as a thought. That's why I gave you that paper towel.
So,
I know, it's real hard. You know what this fabric is? This fabric?
your drop.
One of my drop cloths.
Yeah.
Do you need red?
I guess if I'm a tomato.
Use that.
This seems so hard.
Where's this?
Oh, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
I meant that tomato, but okay.
Oh, I forgot that one exists. Sorry, that's not the most important thing. This is so difficult. This is so hard. I'm doing it.
Is this what you wanted?
Is what? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you nailed it. It's exactly what I wanted. Oh boy. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my whole life. It's this.
It's this. Let me try.
Like, how does one paint?
Perfect song.
How does one paint the backside of the fruit on his tongue? How do you paint that? It's back there. It's so hard to do this. I'm making a mess. You gotta like get down in there. This is so difficult. How would anyone?
How does anyone paint anything?
Well, like it's. I don't know how you. How do you do it where you don't accidentally get like the tongue when you're trying to do the tomato? How do you even do that?
You have to refix it.
But it's forever.
Yes, it is forever.
No. It's for it. You never fix anything because you're just constantly painting the other object.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you supposed to do? How does that work? Why did I make this so hard? Like I've done the front, because that I can get to that. And my brush is starting to like split. I don't know what that's about. What am I supposed to do with that? And Kirby is still so stinking wet. I can't even touch him because he's so soaked. Jeez, get. Do you see what's happening to the brush?
Yeah.
What do you do?
You deal with it. Don't fall over. No, don't fall. Stay. No.
Get dry, son. Moist bow.
I'm just giving mine a clear coat with some polymer medium.
I wish you would have warned me, maybe,
Okay.
last stream,
Yes. About.
that this was huge. In my mind, I was like, this is so small.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty small.
But I'm like, no, this is gigantic. This is huge. It's so difficult to paint. It's got all these tiny little crevices that I can't like reach. I don't know how to get back here.
I mean, honestly, I wasn't thinking about that when you were painting. Or, I mean, sculpting.
Okay.
Just kind of let you do whatever.
I
didn't
know.
think about that.
I should not be left unsupervised. I'm just, that's too dangerous for me. Is this already drying? Is that why this is like...
Yes.
Oh my god, it dries so fast!
It's acrylic.
I haven't even done anything! Why didn't it dry fast on his body?
It's red by itself. Red dries faster. Remember how I said?
Yeah, it's just I'm seeing that in action. Can I touch you? I can touch your little eyes. Move forward.
Let me add some of this to that.
Okay, alright. This is not beautiful. This is... like, I can't even get it to go into the cracks I need it to go into. I'm trying. It's just so hard. Painting is the hardest thing. Alright. The tomato is red.
Okay.
That's good
Yes.
that it is red. I did it. It's red. It looks red. It's the color that is red. That,
You want me to paint
like
this
a
one red?
person would say it is red.
I'm gonna paint this one red.
Do whatever you want. I like how you finished your work and you just need something to do.
I do.
Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, got the tomato red. There's not even that much of Kirby left. And
No.
it's still so hard. So now I'm gonna paint the inside of his mouth this purple. Got a big old glob. He's gonna get globbed. Oh my god. It looks like I'm just... looks like I'm putting melted chocolate in his mouth. Like, are you hungry, little buddy? Ow, 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 ow. Oh my god. This is... Yeah, I haven't really felt like he's been cursed until this point. Now,
Oh, it took this long.
it took this long, I'm like, oh, this is a lot. This is a lot for me. It's a good addition to that song. Okay. It's like all over his teeth. But that's fine. I hope.
Maybe. It'll have to be fine.
But his teeth, I wanted his teeth to be white.
You can paint them white.
And that'll be okay?
Uh-huh.
It'll be alright?
Yeah. You probably won't see the backside of them.
Of his teeth?
Yeah.
I couldn't paint the backside of his teeth if I wanted to. That would be impossible. I'm already having quite a difficult experience with this entire thing. This is gonna sate me on wanting to paint things for a long time. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Decoy brush, because you need a hooked brush. I don't have any.
Oh god, now I accidentally have pink on this.
Wash it off.
Ray says he went from I love painting to nah, I'm good in just under 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel. I'm like, this is... It takes a special person to want to paint. And that ain't me. I ain't special enough. I am not special enough to do this. Speedrun paint hatred? Oh my god. It looks like God. It looks like it's dried blood, is what it looks like. And then there's red all over the tomato on the tongue, like all over the tongue. So it looks like that's the fresh blood.
I got a little bit of green if you need green.
How would that help me?
At the top of the tomato.
Oh, that. Yeah, I forget. Yeah. Yeah, a hooked brush would actually solve
I don't have any.
some issues that I'm having. It's like I can't get the roof of the boy's mouth. I'm trying. I'm having a hard time. Oh, I might have done it right then. Alright. We're gonna say that I did good.
We're gonna say it.
We're gonna say
You did good.
thank you. Ooh. 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 This continues to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Oh my god. Because now I'm trying to like paint without touching the pink. And that's its own special version of hell. I mean, I'm trying, but this is so difficult.
I'm painting your tomato.
That looks how did...
It's a tomato.
Oh, shoot. Running into a new problem.
What's your new problem?
I've got paint all the way up the brush, and I need it like just at the end, I think. Because I'm starting to
Okay,
paint.
wipe it off on the paper towel.
I'm starting to paint things that I don't want to paint.
You have a paper towel.
Oh my god, this is so frustrating.
You need me to say it again? You have a paper towel.
That's not necessarily refreshing.
Okay.
Just everything. Okay.
That's a tomato. Mel's art teacher sass. I was the sarcastic teacher. I'm sure everyone could guess that. You got clean hands and not holding a tomato?
Are you asking if I'm actively holding a tomato? I'm not. I'm famously not actively holding a tomato.
Oh, that's way too much yellow. It's okay. What color is the M? Like, is it white and then the M is black?
Sure.
I'm asking, I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's white and the M is black or red.
Everyone says yes.
I think it's black. Okay. This brush is just bad.
It's fine.
Oh god. Oh Christ. It's all up his back. Oh my god. I need just a little on the tip. Here we go. Pray for me.
I am. Oh no, I touched the red with the green.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is the most frustrating thing. Oh Jesus. Oh, I'm so upset about this. What the heck is this thing? There's like a black hair.
Kepler?
No, I think it's from a different brush. Why is painting the worst thing? Oh my god.
You have newfound respect for me.
I feel like I would do okay in 2D.
You want to test that?
Well, I just, I would come back and paint with you on a canvas.
Okay.
I don't want to do this. Again, this is so frustrating to get in the little guy. Oh my god. Like, I'm gonna have to accept, like, the imperfections of creativity here.
Yes.
Like, that's part of the artistic process, is just being like, there's only so much I can do here. I can only do so much. Like, I'm gonna do my best. My best is not good enough, but I'm gonna do my best, and then that's it. I cannot think about this ever again. Yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of this. This stands as a representation of a difficult time in my life. Which is right now.
Can I see the inside?
I'm almost done.
Okay. Sparkle, sparkle. You could just cover it in clear and then dump glitter on it.
No. God, that would be worse. I did it. You see that?
Wow. Yeah.
I am auctioning off a difficult time in my life. Y'all want to see where I'm at?
We had a 4-month reset from Jace book. Thank you.
That was so hard to do. I can't even begin to describe how difficult that was. It doesn't seem like it should be, and yet his teeth are covered in blood. Jace book, thank you for the 4 months.
Why are the teeth the same color? Because Steven couldn't leave them alone right now.
That was too hard to do. They're not going to be that color forever, but they are that color now. Because I just can't. Oh my god. Okay, tongue. I should do the tongue. Tongue gonna be,
red? No, wait, the tomato's red.
No, the tomato's red. So it needs to be something between red...
Light pink.
Lighter than his...
I'm just throwing ideas out there.
It either needs to be something between red and him, or like black.
We can put it to a vote.
I kind of like the idea of doing black. I'm planning on doing the first part of his eyes in black. So that would work.
Blue raspberry tongue. Like a blue tongue skink.
I'm thinking black.
Okay.
Just pure black. His teeth I'm going to make white. Between the white of that and the white of the M.
You should try and paint in the inside of the M black. And then when it's dry, you can paint over that flat piece white. There's your black. I do wish I had a smaller brush. I did not bring any down.
Did you not think that maybe that will be helpful for me?
No.
Because I'm having a struggle.
I know.
I'm starting to think that maybe My struggle is amusing to you.
I think it's amusing to a few people.
But what about the fact that it is a struggle? This brush just keeps going. How do you make it not do that?
More paint. Jen says, what?
I'm gonna do the top. I'm gonna start at the rear, I think.
That's probably for the best.
But also, he's still purpling back there.
And what? Yeah, it will blend.
So I'm gonna paint up to the edges with black. And then try and do the edges like at the last moment. And that's gonna be my plan. Because I don't want it to blend. It probably won't matter too much because it's black.
Yes.
But I still don't want it to happen. I'm trying to prevent it.
Thank you for making this tomato. It's white.
I think there's green.
Green?
I think I'm going blind. Listen, if you stare into the mouth of Kirby long enough, a lot of bad things happen. Okay. Alright. The tongue's actually going pretty well. Probably because it's a much bigger, easier to reach surface than just generic inside of mouth.
Probably.
That's drippy.
That was 601 bits from Gerbobly with the Del Cake feet. Kirby feet.
Not too far off from what I'm doing. Not too far off.
No.
Tongue is looking good, though. Tongue is, I mean, as good as it can. The hard part's going to be doing, like, the base around the tomato. That just seems impossible. But I'm going to try. I'm fully expecting to mess up immediately and then scream. I don't even know how to do this. Oh my god.
Look, it's all white.
I'm just trying to take it easy. Go slow. There we go. Oh my god. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Just slow and steady. There you go. Just take it easy. Why don't you go
Belle's
slow?
flourishing. She's in her lane. Steven is doing his best.
That describes our entire lives. Okay, this is going better than
And you thought it was good.
I thought.
I'm glad. That's like, I truly mean that.
Again, the back side of the tongue, that seems do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know how to twist this boy to get.
Yeah, I'm not used to having to twist my art to paint it.
I don't
Sometimes I do have to like flip my head over to like see what I'm looking at.
love it.
Someone check Steven's blood pressure.
Oh, it's sky high.
You can check your heart, right?
I'm dying. It's really done. Just can't fully die. It's against TOS.
Listen,
no one's ever died. Shut up. Oh my god, I can't believe I did this.
I'm proud of you.
I'm
Is
not.
that in the game?
You mean the music?
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That thing is just about the right height, too. It doesn't quite fit in this glass. It's sitting up,
So the musician on this is Quabs,
Yeah.
but it's still
and
it's easy to move with a little bigger thing so much quicker.
Quabs is the stage name for Robbie Benson.
Oh, I did not know that.
Robbie Benson is the brother of Jazzy Benson, who is in charge of the
Yeah.
Earthbound USA documentary. So we're kind of bringing it all back around. Robbie Benson, also the frontman for Super Soul Brothers. Quabs is like the solo work for Robbie Benson. That was 700 bits from Captain Joe 08. Thank you for the clapping. I assume that's for me for successfully doing the tongue. I appreciate it. I painted around the base of the tomato and it worked out okay. I do love to successfully do the tongue. Always been one of my favorite pastimes. Oh my god, the underside of the tongue is going to be so hard. Okay. But it is going okay. Like this is going better than other things went. A little worried about the foliage on the tomato. But otherwise feeling good.
Just paint the bottom of the tomato. Thought I could balance it on the greenery, but I can't really. That's fine. I can stay there. Haley says paint. Hi, Haley.
Haley!
Haley, we were talking earlier about your Typing of the Dead costume and how amazing it is.
Yeah, we showed it off.
Yeah, we showed it off.
Everyone was impressed.
Haley says, oh.
We just talk about you when you're gone.
We do. We all got pics. I don't know if someone else had pics. Now the tomato's edible? Mm-hmm. It's edible. You posted it on Twitter, Haley. Oh, yeah. Penguin Frog gifted a sub to Mr. Raichu, dude. Thank you. Thanks for the gift sub. I'm painting the tomato for Steven. Because I am done. He is, not wanting to paint anything anymore.
In my whole life.
In your whole life.
It's remarkably difficult, and I'm a different person than when I started the stream.
Mm.
If ever again, I'm like... It's not that I don't want to paint anything. I would still do canvas paintings.
You would do
I
canvas
think
painting?
I would try that with you. But like, to do a 3D object, like, no, 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 no. This is it. This is the one.
Trill Girl says, figure painting is different. Yeah, Trill, it definitely is. Plastic says 3D object painting for TRG Colo 2024.
No, segments can't be that long. They can't go forever. Ugh.
Good. And then you have what? The white, the green, and then the black and white on the eyes?
Yeah, I am getting close to the end here, but this whole thing has just been so difficult. Like, how do I get in here without painting the rest of this? I actually don't know how to get this last little bit because I'm worried.
It's chunky.
I'm worried I'm gonna paint.
And this paint.
I accidentally paint over something else that I'm trying not to paint. Oh my god. Oh my god. Captain Joy with the 5 gift subs.
They went to Kiwili Scipio, Golden Zangief, Trademark 13, Garbobly, and Squid of Baconator. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Joe. I appreciate that. Oh my god, did I do it?
Oh, you did it!
This was so hard.
Anything I can do?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it. It's not like perfect, but it's actually pretty good for Stephen George.
You know what I was looking for earlier?
What's that?
I was in the studio, and I was looking for this,
What's that?
this, and this. Those are the things I need to put my easel together.
Oh. Since well, God, he really does stay awake forever. I'm gonna do the eye things while I have
Nice.
black.
Okay. Oh, those parts are black?
I want these parts to be black. I'm
Okay.
just gonna make the eyes white.
Seems slightly important. So, like there's the wood part of the easel, and then there's like the tray that the canvas sits on. In between that is these. These like stick in. I forget which way they go offhand. Like they just stick in, and then there's the screw on the front, like it's a big knob, and that screws into the metal, and then it pushes on the metal, and then that tension is what holds the easel together. It's just the shelf. It's the shelf the canvas sits on, and then there's like a top piece that clips down that I never use. That's what these three are. 2 for 1, and then this is the top one. But I need those.
So did you know that this would be this, like,
Yeah,
long and time consuming?
I mean,
Did you know that? Because I had no idea.
I have an idea, but I was basing it off of how long it would take me.
Pull some of this paint off.
That's okay. There's more paint. You can repaint it. 500 bits from Nat, who says, if you did this sort of thing for TRG, have one day where 2 people make 3D objects and have another day for 2 different people to paint them. Here, can I show you something quick?
What?
Give me the brush. When you do it, if you set the brush in it and then spin it a little bit, you'll get a sharper point.
Okay. But I was very deliberately trying to not get paint up the side of the thing, because then it's impossible to not get the pink black.
Okay. Wipe it up on paper towel.
Hey, can I show you how to mess everything up? Yeah. How do I do that? Perfect. Great. What I wanted. I just need to start over. I just need, don't help me again. I just need to do it. It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine. I'm gonna make it through this. I'm gonna make it through this. I'm gonna survive.
You need another tomato?
No. No. It's fine.
3 seconds later, Mal, help me.
Yeah, it's fine. Look at this. This needs to go in the trash. This is broken. Okay. I'm doing it. I'm living. I am surviving. think that this pink is dry enough that it won't get stuck into this now, which is...
Well, black is pretty overwhelming of a color, so even
Yeah.
if it gets a little bit on there, it'll just blend in.
The other thing is that, like, acrylic is like plastic.
Yes.
So if it gets, like, lumped on, that's just a new part of the figure. Like, it becomes like a bump.
Uh-huh.
Like, you can't do anything about that, I guess. It's just like, well,
Fair, yeah.
that's what that looks like now, which is fine. Part of this is the imperfection. And in my particular case, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of imperfection.
I wouldn't call it imperfection.
What would you call it?
Features.
Features.
Yeah, like your brush strokes make it kind of like fur.
Okay. I really did want a furry Kirby. That's what I wanted.
When I was learning how to do 3D modeling for my 3D art class,
Yeah.
I made furry fobbies and foppies.
I remember that.
Uh-huh.
They were horrifying.
They were horrifying.
They were unique. Just uniquely horrifying.
I was the only one who had any sort of background in that sort of thing.
In 3D modeling?
Well, the teacher taught us a little bit, the professor taught us a little bit, but like everyone in the class wasn't very computer literate because it was earlier in history.
It was 1706, and I was the only one who knew how to use Maya.
It was like 2006, 2007, and like
The pilgrims were getting off of the ship.
most people didn't have their own laptops in college.
Yeah.
And like I had like Photoshop knowledge, and so I had like some base in how things work computer wise.
There was quite a few
So
times.
I finished up all my computer stuff faster than everyone else did, so then I started just messing around. And I was like, I can make ovals with faces and feet and then make them furry. Look at this button that makes fur.
There was quite a few times in college where I felt like your professors were not.
Yeah.
Where like they were teaching things and I was like, this is
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah. I know exactly which class you're talking about. I had a class where they taught us Photoshop, Illustrator, and Dreamweaver. And I knew Photoshop, and I knew a little bit of HTML. But you knew HTML. So we basically just coded my site and didn't use Dreamweaver. And like some of the Photoshop stuff that they were like teaching us was not great. And it was, what's the tutorial website they made us use?
Linda?
Linda. They made us, part of the assignment was like to watch Linda, and then in class the next day, this is college by the way, the professor would go over everything in the Linda tutorial step by step.
I love to pay to go to college, and college is just Linda.
Watch this video, and now let's review Linda as a class together.
Yeah.
It was
That's
bad.
something.
It was so bad.
That's something.
And then when Dreamweaver broke for everyone, because it does when you use Dreamweaver and not code, you had taught me enough that I had to fix everyone's websites.
I presume Dreamweaver is better. I don't know if it still exists. I don't know how much we really need it at this point.
No.
Because there's like these websites that are like what you see is what you get. Editors that work well. So I guess if Dreamweaver's still around, it probably works okay finally.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, whoa, it did not. And anyone that was using Dreamweaver,
I can't remember.
20
There
years
was like
ago.
a
no,
thing,
this is
like some piece of code that I had gotten to like make, because we had to make portfolio websites to make like the artwork pop up and then go through the artwork.
yeah.
That I was like, oh, I know of this thing. I want to use it. So I was able to like implement it. There was a bug with it that you helped me fix.
Oh, oh god, Lightbox.
Lightbox. And once I used that, the professor was like, can you teach everyone else how to implement that in their portfolio site? And then I had to do that, and then I had to fix them all because there's there was a bug with it.
Well,
That was some wrong piece of code.
at least you got a good grade. I
He
guess.
didn't like me much.
Probably because you knew more than he did. Professors generally don't like that.
Yeah. He was young. And he was an adjunct professor. It was also a weirdly small class of like 7.
Oh,
Yeah, and the other section of that class had like 20. But no one wanted to take an 8 a.m. except me.
I did not intend to make Kirby look like emo, but I'm getting there a little bit. It's not a face palm.
Jet Power says, I had a teacher that was teaching to build a website class. He said, go look at our website and said, good luck. Ooh. One of my favorite classes was Drawing 3, which was Drawing 2 again. And on the first day, the professor...
I hate that description so much.
I know. You could take it again for more credit. And that's what I was told to do by my my art ed professor.
Did you learn any new things?
So the way my university worked is you had to do a portfolio review sophomore year, but because I transferred in, I ended up doing it like late junior year. Because I had to get through like a certain amount of art classes first.
Yeah.
And the professor looked at my work, and he's an art ed teacher who was long out of the classroom and had no idea what level kids should be doing things at. Like, I did pinch pots as a lesson plan, like, for second graders, and he's like, this is too complicated for second graders. And I was like, pinch pots? Really? I remember doing that at that grade. Like, and he's like, well, you must have been in a very advanced school. And I was like, it was a public school, but thanks. Anyway, so he looked at my artwork, and then what they do is they decide if you're allowed to continue on or what you need to do to be allowed to continue on in the major. And he looked at all my artwork, and he's like, I think you struggle with drawing, and I think that you would benefit from having another drawing class. He said, so you either need to take life drawing or take drawing 2 again. And I was like, I don't want to take life drawing. So I took drawing 2 again.
You never had life drawing?
Nope, it was not a requirement.
Is that why you don't like to draw people?
I didn't want to draw people because I was worried about it. Because I already struggled with drawing at the time.
Yeah, but that's why you take life drawing, so you get better at gestures.
But I didn't want to struggle on my last semester of either. I was like, I want something easy. Let me draw still life.
I took life drawing with Dan and Taylor, and that was
But the reason
helpful.
the reason I liked drawing 2/3 was on the first day of drawing 2, the professor had us all draw a still life. And then he took a look at me and the other 2 girls that were in it for a second time, and he's like, you guys have done drawing before. We're like, yeah, we've done drawing 2 already. He's like, oh, so the 3 of you are in drawing 3. And we're like, yeah. And he's like, cool, why don't you go sit in the empty drawing studio and just draw, and I want 20 pieces by the end of the
this white?
semester. Yes.
I should do white first, I think. Yeah, I should do white first.
And so that was drawing 3. It was just me showing up and basically having open studio time, and I had to complete a certain amount of drawings. So it was great, because I didn't have to do critiques until the end, and I just drew. And sometimes I didn't show up because I was already done.
I mean, if that's what you want.
Is this a good green?
Yeah, I realized suddenly that I actually should start with white,
Okay.
but I'm doing it.
We had a 4-month resub from Matabrewski. Thank you.
Everything is really hard.
Look at this tomato. But he says that was advanced photo 4 for my minor once we received assignments, basically. I always liked those sorts of things. Like when I took advanced photo before I transferred, it was basically kind of like, well, you're going to do a critique on September 15th and you need 3 pieces and I'll see you then. Go. And it was great. I loved it. You want me to put a clear coat on this tomato?
Do whatever you want.
Okay.
You're the master.
My worst college class, my least favorite, is I had an education class that was like Foundations of Education. And we had to watch movies, and that's all we did. And then we had to write papers, and it was terrible. And it was like educational films, like gosh, what did we watch? To Sir with Love was one of them. And like, you know, it's a fine movie, and like Freedom Writers is a fine movie. It's just that's not what I paid for to go to school. Like,
My best college class was history of film.
that's history of film. It's
It was
not
great.
Foundations of Education.
History of film was you went to class, you watched a movie, and the professor's like, how we feel about this? And we talked about it for like 30 minutes, and then we left early. That's it. It was cool. We watched that, and that was it. Every class was that. Every class was just, let's watch a movie, let's talk about it. No papers, no exams. None. Just, we're gonna watch a movie, we're gonna talk about it, that's it. I was like, this is great. I don't want to do no papers, I don't want to do no exams. And that professor, whose name I don't remember because I don't remember anybody, he was very fun.
Dude, 4269 says my wine tasting class was at 9 a.m., so that was a wild class. We had a wine tasting class if you were a hospitality major.
It's interesting reading about people's classes.
Mm-hmm.
Liberty KJ says, hot take, as a college educator, exams are hot garbage.
Yeah.
So we actually didn't really have, so at SCAD, it was, all your classes were divided into two different things. There was either
culinary management.
either studio classes, or there was whatever the other thing that's not studio.
Core classes?
It wasn't core classes, but it was like you're either like doing things and making things, or you're in a classroom like learning a thing.
Okay.
So whatever that was called. And like in the studio classes, no exams.
Yeah, it's just critiques.
It's just critiques. And I preferred that so much.
Oh yeah.
This is my green?
That's your green, yeah.
No green. Yeah, I
Nidawin says, Steven is the reason I almost went to SCAD, and Steven is also the reason why I decided not to go to SCAD.
Yep.
Good move.
Yep. I mean, like, I'm never going to tell people, like, people got to make their own decisions. But, I feel like SCAD's a good education. I really do. Like, I feel like you can learn a lot. But it's so expensive. And, you'll be in debt for a long time. And there's getting the degree from the school doesn't really, that's not the help. Like if you're going into a field where what you need is a portfolio, like the portfolio is what's going to help you, not the degree. Now SCAD has some good resources, like they help you build a portfolio for one, and then also they have a ton of industry connections, so like that can be very, very helpful. They got Alex a job right out of college. That sort of thing is like super good. So like there's a lot of like good things that they can do, but also at the very least, if anyone was seriously considering it, I would tell them to not go there for their like basic classes, to do that at like community college or something.
You have to be careful with transferring into a private school like SCAD though.
Yeah, you gotta check into all that. And like certainly there's just difficulties with like I know it's hard to like transfer into a school and then you have to make friends.
Oh yeah, transferring is rough.
Yeah, like there's problems, I get it, but also it would save you so much money. So
How's your tomato? You have a Kepler who wants in your lap.
I know, he's
Kepler, why
sniffing-
don't you come in my lap?
He's
Because
sniffing
I'm
my-
done.
He's sniffing my arm.
Oh,
Ouch. Here.
there we go. Hi, sweetie, come here. Come here. No, you don't want my lap. You want Steven lap. Steven lap.
I am almost done with this tomato.
I really enjoyed taking biology in college because of labs. Because we would go out and like do labs. Like we did some sort of thing where we had to measure off probably like, I don't know, a square meter or something and then count like, I don't know, I think it was bugs. We were looking at bugs inside of plants because there's like a ball that forms. And like that was fun. Come here. Come here. You're halfway under a chair. You can't quite jump. My biology professor looked a lot like the one professor in Harry Potter who's full of himself, and I can't remember his name. But that's what he looked like. Like, fuck. Hi, come here. Please. Come here. Lockhart, yes, him. That's what my professor looked like. Come here. We did a lab where we had to extract DNA and then put it in a gel thing and then like watch it spread, and that was cool. So you actually see that. Come here. Come on. You need picked up? He's a big boy.
The question is this paint
Why is your
dried
tail
enough to do what?
wet?
It could have been.
Possibly sticky?
He could have been cleaning it.
Did you get it in this when I picked him up?
Oh, I wasn't watching. That's on you.
It's right here.
No, that's not paint.
Okay.
It'd be pee.
Great!
Great! Little animal in my house. It's just dried pee. Listen, you put an animal in your house. That stuff happens. We can't get too upset about that. All right.
We'll clean your tail after stream because I have a spray bottle, but you're scared of spray bottles.
I'm so happy right now with this.
I'm glad that you're happy now.
No. This I can already know that this is like not worth. Well, maybe better than I thought.
You're painting teeth. Because he needs teeth.
He does.
Oh, we're happy cat. Steven's going through all the stages tonight, yep.
I really have.
Oh, we're purring. Oh, Fudge head.
It's been an experience. This entire thing has been an experience.
Cosplay Theory says, I got my degree in World War II history. I do not use it at all and make clothes and costumes now. Life is wild. Life is wild.
I mean, in fairness, I feel like that general sentiment of I went to college for X and now I do Y. I feel like that's, I don't know how common, but I feel like that I think there's a lot of that. So, crunchy music.
Very crunchy music. Too crunchy?
It might have just been the end of the song, or it's broken. Full crunch. Did it crunch out of existence? I don't know. Oh, that was the end of the song. I've talked about it on stream before. That's an OBS issue that they don't know, they haven't solved. They are still trying to figure it out. I've read their forums about it. They're like, yeah, we're trying to figure this out. I'm like, oh, good luck. Hope you get it figured out.
Eight Bird Paragon says, I met a guy once who got a degree in biology and now spends his time giving tours of a small island town.
And the most important thing is, are you happy?
Yeah.
You know, do something that brings you joy, if you can, or at least do something that you don't hate. And also understand that like what you like in life is going to change. It's totally reasonable that when you're
Could you
8,
give me a paper towel? On the left.
that when you're 18 and you're like, I'm going to go do this, that you may feel differently in 10 years.
Thank you.
I think a lot of people go through that with, like, specifically if it's like a doctor-lawyer thing. If it's like, my family wants me to be doctor-lawyer, I'm going to do that. And you're like, yeah, this is fine. And you start to get into it and you're like, it's not that's not what I want to do. Haley says, yeah, I just change careers every 3 years. That's also fine. The important thing is like, I feel attacked, but yeah. The important thing is like that you feel either fulfilled or good, or again, at the very least,
enjoy what you do.
At the very least, don't hate what you do. If you hate what you do, like, I think that's a problem. I don't feel like everyone's gonna love with it. I need more white now. That's like
right here.
Stuck. You know, not everyone will love what they do, and that's fine. But you at least need to not hate it. You need to have like some sort of hobby or something that you do that you can look forward to. Really, it's about not hating life. Not to get extremely existential. But that's really what it's about.
I got you. I sprayed you with the spring bottle and you
Hate
didn't
life.
know about it.
You need to have like some sort of change. You don't want your little tooth to be purple.
How do you feel about painting?
You know how I feel. I think I've made it extremely clear.
Yeah.
Extremely clear.
Did we bust out the blindfold?
No, that would not
rotate the Kirby.
Oh my god, no. Not helping. Just about done with the teeth, and then I've got like one more thing, and then we're set. What are you doing?
Showing off the tomato. It's done.
Oh, showing off. I heard shutting off.
Shutting off the tomato.
I'm shutting off the tomato.
Turning it
I'm
off.
like, I don't understand.
I appreciate you making it though. Gave me something else to paint.
I love that you were so fast that you didn't want to be bored, and I appreciate
It's
that.
not too long. It's gonna overheat. How's the garden doing? Great. I pulled the zucchini when I got home from Wisconsin because it had squash vine borers, and it needed to go. The watermelon needed space, honestly.
How does the
Nice
glow in the dark paint work?
You need everything to be super, super dry, and then you paint it on.
So you paint it on top.
Yes. That may be a let dry overnight and then do thing.
Yeah. I just gotta figure out what I want to do for the eyes. I was thinking white.
What about the toenail?
Yeah, and that I can do that last. That's sitting now. But the eyes, I was thinking white, but maybe red.
I think white.
I need more white. Why we got all
There you
these
go.
Z's? What are these Z's for? Why did we Z? I've been so focused.
Zucchini.
Oh, Z for zucchini. I've been so focused on Kirby that I'm like, I come up for air and I'm like, what's going on?
I mean, we got like 20 zucchini. I'm good on zucchini. A little burnt out on zucchini.
No, but zucchini,
I know.
that was really thick.
That was. Hey, when you have a second, can you see what that is up by the stream deck?
Oh, little friend. Hill. Hey, Dad.
Thank you. How many plants did I had? I had past tense 1 zucchini plant. And we got like 20. It would have kept going like crazy. Chess says note to self, don't be a friend near the stream deck. Nope.
A little friend. Destruction.
Must have been a productive one. Yeah, it really, the vine, because it kind of vines a little bit and it keeps just like throwing zucchini out as it continues to grow. It had to have been like 2 feet long. And like every inch there was another zucchini. Hi, sweetheart. Are you great? You're great. Yeah. You're cute. Happy baby. Are you baby? I still have frozen zucchini in the freezer. Not enough to make zucchini muffins. I think I have 1 cup in there. I need 3. But I can grab a zucchini from like a farmer's market. The lean he's got going on. He curled up. Missing No Leader says, I'm sad. I'm down to just 9 plants after starting with 20. That's a big jump. Did you have squash vine borers too? Or did you have something else eat yours? Because I was reading that you can use BT and inject it into the stem and then bury the stem, and then the stem can start growing more roots. And I thought about that, and I thought about like, oh, well, you can cut all the leaves back from behind the latest zucchini. And then I thought about burying the vine in the soil to like just stop the borer. And then I didn't do it because I forgot to get soil. But maybe next time. I really am tired of zucchini till next year. But it was fun to grow. It was very tasty.
Last thing I'm gonna do is just go over the toenail with like, oh, you're still alive. I won't make that mistake twice. Little guy thought he had a second chance at life. I'm thinking like a dark, musty mustard yellow.
Okay.
Like getting into like a little brown. Can you do that for me?
I was thinking blue, but okay.
Oh, and that's way too fun. No. I want something that's not.
Okay.
Can you do something not fun for me?
I can. I do have this cat.
Okay. You're doing a great job, thank you.
Thank
This is it. This is
This is the final stretch.
This is the final. This is it.
Great.
Then I did it.
Can you hand me the yellow?
What a beautiful little.
Hi,
man.
sweetie. Aren't you great? You're
you love?
great. That's yellow.
Primary yellow.
Everyone loves Kepler.
Go refuel the car, Fossix.
That's probably too much. It's fine.
Did you get it? You're gonna do great. You're gonna do exactly.
Exactly what you want.
You're gonna nail it. You know exactly what I'm looking for too. Dishnet says, I remember we did our exams for my college physiology class in groups in the library, which was fun. I feel like, just in general, I feel like I was almost never in the library. Like, thinking back to school, I'm like, I was almost never there. They showed it off as part of like freshman tour thing. And I remember going there to research something like once, because I think it may have been part of like an English class. And then we shot one scene in a short film there. And that was it. That was it. So I was like never there. I can't relate.
How do you feel about this?
A little darker, a little more like yeah. Ooh.
How do you feel about that now?
I'll do that. Thank you. All right, let's wrap this sucker up. I can probably remove his wrap, right?
He's probably dry.
He's stuck to the wrap.
Man.
Can I just pull it off?
Yeah, just be very careful.
That's not that bad. Yeah.
Hi, baby.
He did all right.
I'm done mixing paint.
Okay.
How are your manicure skills? Or should I say pedicure skills?
Oh, great. Probably. What a hideous little monster this has become.
A wonderfully hideous
I
monster.
love it.
I love him too. I love that the cup is right in the way, so it's a surprise to chat. Yeah, the cup's in the way. Water cup.
Oh, yeah, well.
Has Steven ever had his nails done? Steven did his nails for an old video. I don't know if you've done them otherwise.
Oh, yeah, I did them when we did, when I had to look like Billy Joe Armstrong. Because we did a music video a million years ago for Canadian Idiot, which is Weird Al's parody
Of American Idiot.
of Green Day's American Idiot. We did a music video for that.
And you had eyeliner on?
Mm-hmm.
That's when I fell in love with you.
Good to know it was that.
Listen, I like punk music. I still do, but...
But I have not had anything on my nails since then. I don't think I would like it, because I feel like I would...
Feel the weight of it?
That, or just like constantly seeing something on my fingers, I think would bother me. I was able to get through the video because in my mind I'm like, this is a production, and I can do just about anything for a production. But as far as like existing with that, I actually think that it would bother me a lot. I don't like things like on me or touching me.
I'm just saying Steven's outfit and, like, aesthetic was punk in the video. Hi, cutie. Are you a good boy? Oh, we're purring now. Happy. You like attention. Would you let me? I'll paint your nails for a stream. Could I paint your nails?
No.
No? Okay. I thought about doing a manicure stream. I'm actually due for one. This has grown out a good deal and is super chipped. Hi, what's this about? Are you after my hair or are you trying to snuggle better? We had a 4-month resub from Shadowplay626. Thank you.
Gotta do the underside of the nail.
Are you after my hair? No, you were cuddling. That's sweet. Haley says, does Steven know peel-off base coats exist so he can remove it right away? I have a peel-off base coat. He says, Steven, all you would have to do is sit there and be pretty.
I mean, the thing is, like, I know me.
Yeah.
And I would take it off immediately. To better illustrate how this works for me, when I went to get my hair cut, I think I talked about this on the vlog, but like the guy put stuff in my hair. He was like, do you normally do? I was like, no, I don't do anything in my hair. I was like, I just, want to get up and be done. And he's like, I'm gonna do it for you today. And he did it while he said that while he was doing it, and I was like, So then in the car, it's very hard to express. Like, I'm seething with rage the entire drive home, and then as soon as I got home, I went and took a shower because like it's something that bothers me in a way that it's very difficult to express. And I do sincerely feel that if I had paint on my nails that I would feel very similar to that. So then it would just be me on stream, like going until it was over. And that seems like it'd be better to get someone who is a more willing participant. Like Dan.
Or John.
Well, yeah, John. Yeah, but John doesn't live nearby. But like Dan does his nails occasionally. He would be a much more willing participant than I would be. Okay. Oh, I love this. Oh, he's beautiful.
Were you gonna put your name on the foot?
Yeah.
You want to show them off first?
I want to show him off first, and also maybe like one more quick coat of white on the eyes.
Okay.
But otherwise, he's done.
That was my arm, Kepler.
Yeah, sometimes he'll just lick me.
It's rough.
I mean, he'll just like lick me, just like over and over and over again. Oh, let me not put the bug into the brush. No. 300 from Aldo says Steven will do anything for production, but he won't do that. Like, I think it would be hard. I think I would really struggle with it. I've also gotten worse about that. Like, that was in high school. I did that video in high school, and I'm way worse about that sort of thing now. I've had time to be old and crotchety, and I'm so old and crotchety now. Because in high school, I actually put stuff in my hair.
Yeah, you used to use products.
Mm-hmm. And at some point, I was like, nope. Now I don't do it.
Hey, Kepi, we fed you. Could you start dinner for us? Sapphire Rebecca says, Haley, you're living in the future. Make the next trend. Yeah, Haley, what's the next trend?
Haley's generally the trendsetter anyway.
Uh-huh.
It's beautiful.
You can put a French tip on those toes.
On the nasty, infected toes. All right, I think
Show it off.
I'm done. This is all the longest MalMakes stream, and it's because of me. All right, are you ready? Are you ready for the reveal here? Look at this. Look at this little monster. Look at that.
He's great.
He's great. I mean, just a great little thing. It's a great little thing. I love it. So off screen, I will put.
This is how mine turned out.
Yeah, yours the good things
What?
that were done forever ago.
There's another one. And then the third one.
Yeah, Mal's turned out really good. Off screen, I'm gonna put the glow in the dark on the eyes.
And your name on the bottom?
Yeah, or just my initials or something. But yeah. But otherwise, this little fella's done. Came out good.
All over.
Came out really good. He will certainly cause, I think, lifelong damage to everyone who was at this stream. And I think it's about as much as you could hope for.
Yeah.
I think I actually will put this up for sale.
Here's the tomato.
And get rid of it.
On the back, it looks like a real tomato.
But we'll announce that at a future, because he's got to have time to dry, and
yeah,
I gotta get like packing materials to do that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
This turned out really nice. You did such a good job with this. Good work. Good work. I mean, I made the tomato.
Yeah, you did.
But you painted it, and your paint looked good.
Thank you.
It's almost like you know what you're doing. Hi, buddy. Don't get any paint on your tail.
He's fine.
No, we hope it's fine. You want to see the tomato?
Sure.
Look at this little fella. Look at that.
Spin it around so it looks like a regular tomato. Yeah.
Actually, if you give me a second, because I'm gonna do this anyway. All right. Let me put this on the screen so I can see what I'm doing better. Here. What's the focal length I got on this? There we go. Look at this little thing. Yeah, I can show these off a lot closer this way.
He's slightly light green.
Yeah, he's also blown out a little bit
Yeah.
because he's a little close. Like coming into focus is very frightening. Like the last thing you see before you die. What a little difficult thing this was to do. So much more difficult than I had anticipated it would be.
He doesn't have pupils.
Oh, he don't need them. The lore is that he did have pupils, but at some point he stared into the face of God, and they melted right out of his eyes. Anyway, so I've had a wonderful time.
Good, I'm glad.
I've had a wonderful
Thank you for
time.
doing this with me.
Now that it's done, I'm like, oh, this was fine. I don't want to do this again, but this was fine. If you do more modeling and painting in the future, you should have like someone who knows what they're doing, like Haley, join you. But if you do a paint,
Flat.
on a flat, like I'll
Like I know Brandon wanted to do a pour painting. He's like, I'm really interested in trying that.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, I would join you for that. Actually, maybe within the next few days, Mal's studio will be ready. So like future MalMakes streams, or at least the possibility could be like Mal's normal like MalMakes setup.
yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for you for that. Maybe next week, we'll see. Okay. Well, do you have people? Oh, you got it figured out. Yeah, it's your stream. You want to send them there?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. We're going to send y'all over to Forest Minish. Forest Minish is Rebecca. It's public now, so I can say it.
Yeah.
Rebecca and Josh are dating.
Rebecca and I have made fast friends over Taylor Swift and Earthbound.
So we're gonna send you over there. She's currently doing Splatoon, I believe, with Josh. So I can do that on this computer. I can't do it on all computers because technology is too difficult. But I can do
Made
it.
Swift friends.
Oh wait,
Chaz can do it.
Chaz also can do it. Okay, well,
Our raid message is let the feet get bad.
Let the feet get bad is definitely the raid message. Last things to announce before we send folks off. Tomorrow night is Friday, so tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern on my channel.
Playing Tears of the Kingdom.
We're working through more Zelda. We're working through more Zelda. And yeah, we'll announce something.
When that's ready.
Yeah, I am going to get rid of this because I can't let this sit in my home.
It needs to curse someone else's halls.
Yeah, that's my thought process. That's it. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful evening, and we'll see you
Thanks for tuning in.
tomorrow night for Zelda. There's the raid. Let the feet get bad. Let the feet get bad. So anyway, hey, thanks for being here. I did try something new today. And I saw I only saw like folks mentioning just a little bit at some point in the middle of the stream, and I did use a little noise suppression, which I haven't used. And I don't know, like it fixes some things and then also creates new interesting problems. But I'm hoping that overall it was a net positive compared to what this room typically sounds like.
I hope so.
I'm hoping that it was. The overall goal...
Chess says I think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. The overall goal is going to be to get the room
Better.
a good. But until we do that, because it's hard, this seemed like a good thing to try. So I'm actually really excited to like finish the thing and look at the playback, hear what it sounds like. So yeah, that's the one thing about the audio suppression, is that it can do weird funky stuff, but it does sometimes work pretty well. All right, that's it. We have to
Make dinner.
We can make some BLTs.
That or caprese pizza or curry, but then we have to do rice.
BLTs sound good. Y'all have a good day, or what's left of it, I suppose. We will, stroke. We will see you tomorrow night for Zelda. I'm expecting it to be a good one.
Me too.